And let's move to the slides, and now we are going to read some information about people who about social factors that influence the practice of doctors, and which problems do these pictures illustrate? So you can see that something wrong in each of the pictures. What are the problems, the social problems? So in picture A, where is this person? What's wrong with him? Dilara, what do you think?
Maybe homelessness.
Exactly, homelessness, yes. So people who don't have homes and they live outside the door. And okay, this is the problem. So the second picture, B. So what can we see here? So Bere, in picture B.
I can't tell.
Will repeat, please, Bere.
I can't tell, or better should tell.
So the connection is bad.
You can't hear me right now?
Now, yes, I can.
I can't tell.
No, I don't understand. So now, Esginur, can you comment on the picture B, please? Hello, Esginur, are you here?
Yeah. Yes. A B cramped.
Yes. So cramped conditions. Yes. Too many people. So in one room. Not enough just space. In picture C, Buse, what is happening here?
Which one? A, B, C or D?
C now.
C, smoking and in front
Yes.
of child.
Yes. Okay. It's not dangerous. It's not only dangerous for those people who smoke, but also for people who are nearby. Okay. Zaina is joining. And the last picture, picture D, Mustafa, what can you see here? What kind of problem is there?
Eating too much, obesitas.
Yes, so you're right. This is overweight, obesity. When people eat too much and they do not move. Okay, and so now we are going to read the article about social factors. So Jared is coming. So let us focus on the look at the words that will and their definitions. So deprivation here, deprivation of some factors of something. It's the same as poverty, and factors, causes, incidents. Here in this context, this is occurrence, plateau, like in the mountain, some level when there is no changes in so the level. Pronounced here, this is as the adjective evident, and social classes 1 and 2. So it means in the classification of the population, which is done for research purposes, the two highest social classes. So, and let us start reading the article about social factors that influence the general practice, and then we'll answer some questions on the text. Zena, will you start, please? Zena, Hello? Are you here?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, no? Mhm. Start, please. Start reading.
Okay, so social deprivation is associated with death from all causes. The most pronounced effect is with circulatory and other smoking-related diseases. Similar trend is seen with infant mortality, morbidity from chronic illness, particularly musculoskeletal, cardiovascular, and respiratory conditions, and teenage pregnancy.
Okay. Are all the words clear here? Do we understand everything in this paragraph?
I do.
I see. Any other students? Any problems with understanding?
Yes.
So what is hard to understand here? So infant mortality is death rate, right? Because some babies, children are very sick, and there is not, there are no good conditions for them, so they die. Morbidity from chronic illness. Morbidity is the rate of illnesses, yes? How many people have diseases in the population? What else is hard to understand? Circulatory and other smoking-related diseases connected with smoking, right? Deprivation is poverty here. People are poor, no money. Okay, so let us just continue. The second paragraph here is for, is Ala here? Minus, Dilara, please.
Yes. This is not a new problem, nor one unique to UK. It may partly be due to smoking and eating habits, but this disparity was in evidence 80 years ago, when those of social class 1 and 2 were more likely to smoke, eat foods high in saturated fats, and take less exercise. Disparity in health is closely related to income. In the UK, an proportion of the population is now living on 50% of average income than 20 ago. The mortality gap has grown proportionately.
Okay, so the pink arrow which points up, can we guess the meaning of this arrow?
Maybe
UK?
increasing.
Yes? Dilara, will you repeat, please?
Increasing.
Yes, increasing proportion of the population, okay? And this arrow before 50%, it means less than
less
50. Mhm. Okay, well, and so, yes, any questions?
No, I just joined now
Why?
because I fell and a small accident happened, so I couldn't join.
Are you safe now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Sorry.
Well, and so Ala, will you read this paragraph, please?
This has an impact on general practice. There is a higher incidence of illness and
the
higher
arrows, this arrow that shows right, it can replace a word. So
towards.
yes, leads towards And
higher requirement
Mhm.
for primary care team services and the higher or more use
Okay.
of out of hours and the AE services amongst the private communities.
Mhm. Okay. And well, the next part, let us just listen to Bere, please. Bere?
Yes. Other factors which have an effect are homelessness, sleeping road, employment and community drivers, and emergency status. The versus effective of limiting the temporary accommodation are will documents, for example, adults have an incidence of depression than people of similar social standing in their own homes.
Mhm. And the arrow stands for which word? Adults have a higher incidence or increased incidence of depression. Okay, so there is information about the effect of there is a word homelessness. So the picture illustrates homelessness, no home for people. Sleeping rough, it means like the same when people should sleep out of doors. So they don't have, because they don't have home, and it's very hard for them. Employment, whether people work, do they get money? And unemployment when they can't find job. What is divorce? Who knows the meaning of divorce? Mustafa, what is divorce?
When married couple break up.
Yes. Immigration status, when people come from, migrate from one country to another, to a foreign country. This is immigration. Living in temporary accommodation. Accommodation, this is housing. Temporary, it means you live for a limited period of time in one flat, that you move to another flat. So incidence of depression. Depression, you know, this is the condition when people are very pessimistic and they don't want to do anything. Okay. And so the next part is for Ezginur.
Yes.
Please.
Children are less likely to receive their immunization, more likely to have childhood accidents, and have higher incidence of minor and diarrheal disease. Among the sleeping rock, poor diet, poor accommodation, and lack of access to medical service are universal problems. A study done in 1986 in London found 1/3 are psychotic, a quarter have severe physical problems, and 2/3 have no contact whatsoever with medical service. Evidence shows that if services are provided, homeless people will use them.
Okay. So, and this is the information about the problems connected with children. So no immunization. So they are they are not vaccinated. So accidents. So more accidents. Then some more diseases. And so homelessness is connected with poor diet, There is no access to medical services. And as you see, the study, which was done in 1986, shows that 1/3 of those children, they are psychotic, they have some psychological problems. Then 1/4 of them, 1/4 of them, they have physical problems. So, and they do not have access to medical services. Well, and the last part is for Buse. Buse,
Yes.
read it, please.
The effects of work have been compared to the effects of vitamins. We need certain amount to be healthy, then there is a plateau, but extra doesn't work and too much is harmful.
Mhm. So it means if people do not work, so they are not fit. If people work too much, so there'll be some healthy problems. So, but some amount of work should be done. And well, if we have a look at the questions to the story that we've made, to the article that we've read now. So Mustafa, will you read the first question, please?
What main social factors are given?
Yes. Do you remember?
It's social diversity, homelessness.
Okay.
Yes.
What else?
And bad habits like smoking in early age.
Okay.
Or in first pictures, obesity.
Okay, yes. So, and the article also tells us, just gives us information about unemployment. Yes, there is about divorce and immigration status. So these are also social problems. Okay. Well, Jeren, are you here? Jeren, hello. Okay. And Zena? Can you hear me, Zena?
Yes, doctor.
So please, will you please read the second question here on this slide?
Can you give your own reasons why those in social classes 1 and 2 were more likely to smoke 80 years ago?
Yes. So nowadays it's not healthy. We understand that it's unhealthy to smoke, and people just try to stop smoking. But 80 years, for example, ago, those people who were rich,
maybe they didn't know what might that like smoking cause.
Exactly. And if we look at smoking as social habits, so it means
And I think like everyone like for example they were all smoking, and if someone sees another person smoke, I think maybe because I don't want to get into details, but like it's more popular. It was more popular, I think.
It was popular. It was fashionable, yes, to smoke, especially some just expensive, unusual cigarettes. So it was trendy, yeah. And so they could afford buying just cigarettes because they earn enough money to do this. The poor people couldn't do this. But now just everything has changed. Okay, and Alia, are you here now? Ala? No.
Yes.
Yes. Ala, what about the third question? Question 3. Will you read it?
Okay. What reasons could you give for the increased incidence of depression in those living in temporary accommodation?
Mhm.
I think maybe their life isn't as stable as they would like it to be, and that affects their mentality. So it makes them depressed, maybe. That's
Mhm. Okay. Mhm.
because
So,
stability makes them sane and gives them a peace of mind.
Mhm. Okay. Mhm. So they worry about their future because, yes, of so they don't have accommodation. Mhm. Okay, and Dilara, please, the next question, number 4.
Why is poor diet a problem among the sleeping rock?
Mhm.
Maybe some reasons are they probably have little no money,
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
no access to cooking facility.
Okay, right, yes. Okay, well, I mean that these factors, the doctors should be aware of these factors and keep it in mind, keep them in mind while just working with the patients, and so to understand the situation in the society, okay? And well, yes, I would like to speak about the home assignment, so which you can find on Moodle for this week. And here on the site, you will see the presentation and the video task. So in the video task, there are 2 files attached to this task. One of them is the video itself. You should just download it and watch the video episode. And the second file is a text document. So you should complete the task. So in this, yes, you should complete the task which is given there. And as you see, you should write the answers and upload the document to the Moodle site. So, and this is the task is due to Friday, as you know. So, do you have any questions?